we're diving into the fascinating world of coins, specifically the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter dollar. This coin may look like any other quarter, but it has a rich history and potential worth that might just surprise you. First off, let's talk about what makes the 2014 P quarter unique. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin features the iconic George Washington on the obverse and a representation of the national park on the reverse. In 2014, the U.S. Mint released several quarters as part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating our nation's stunning national parks and historic sites. The 2014 P quarter features the Great Smoky Mountains design, honoring one of America's most visited national parks. The detailed depiction captures the beauty of this natural wonder, making it a collector's favorite. Now let's discuss the mintage numbers. The total mintage for the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter was around million coins. This relatively low mintage compared to other years is a factor that can increase its value over time. Coin collectors often seek out coins from specific years with lower mintage numbers, making this quarter more desirable. So what's this quarter worth? While a regular circulated 2014 P quarter may only fetch face value, uncirculated coins in mint condition can be worth anywhere from $3 to $10. However, the true value can skyrocket for coins with unique errors or in special sets. For instance, if you happen to find a 2014 P quarter with a significant error, such as a double die or a misstrike, that coin could potentially be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. So how can you tell if your 2014 P quarter is valuable? Start by checking for any mint marks, errors, or unusual characteristics. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the lettering or design, and always check the coin's condition. Higher grades lead to higher values. Make sure to handle your coins properly. Use gloves to avoid fingerprints, and store them in protective holders to maintain their condition. In conclusion, the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter dollar coin is more than just pocket change. With its unique history, beautiful design, and potential for value, it's a great addition to any collection. Keep your eyes peeled for any unique finds, as you might just stumble upon a rare treasure. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and history. What coins are in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. We're talking about the 2002 D Mint Mark quarter dollar coin, a coin that could be worth way more than 25 cents. In fact, it might even be worth millions. Let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable. First, a little background. The 2002 D quarter is part of the iconic 50-state quarters program. This initiative, launched in 1999, honored each state by releasing a new quarter design every 10 weeks. Each quarter represented something unique about the state, and for collectors, this meant 50 brand new designs to hunt for. This particular coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, which is what the D Mint mark stands for. The Denver Mint produced millions of these quarters, making them relatively common. So why are some of these quarters being valued in the millions today? The answer lies in something rare and very specific to a small number of these coins. Let's talk about two factors that can send a quarter's value skyrocketing: mint errors and unique characteristics that make it a one-of-a-kind collector's item. Now, some 2002 D quarters have what we call mint errors. This could include things like double die errors, where the design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a doubled image, or off-center strikes, where the design is shifted, giving the coin an unusual look. These kinds of errors are pretty rare, and coin collectors will pay big bucks for them. Coins with significant mint errors like these can sell for hundreds, thousands, or even more at auctions. But there's one key reason why some 2002 D quarters have reached that million-dollar level. Over the years, some 2002 D quarters in nearly perfect condition, graded as MS67 or MS68, have fetched record prices at auction due to their rarity and flawless appearance. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices to get their hands on a pristine piece of coin history. The key here is the coin's grade. MS stands for mint state, and the higher the number, the closer it is to absolute perfection. Coins graded MS67 and above for the 2002 D quarter are exceedingly rare. Even the smallest imperfection can bring the value down. So high-quality versions are like finding a needle in a haystack. That's right, For the perfect 2002D quarter with pristine details and sharp design, collectors are willing to pay up to millions. It's a stunning example of just how valuable rare coins can become. But remember, not every 2002D quarter will make you rich. If you want to find out if your quarter could be a jackpot, it's best to get it appraised or graded by professionals. They'll examine the coin's condition, any unique features, and errors to determine its true worth. So, the next time you find a 2002D quarter in your change, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a coin worth millions in your hand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on the latest coin discoveries. And as always, happy hunting! We're uncovering the secrets behind this rare 2000 Philadelphia Mint quarter and why collectors are paying top dollar for it. First, let's dive into the history of this coin. In the year 2000, the U.S. Mint released quarters as part of the highly popular 50-state quarters program, which celebrated each state with unique designs. The P Mint mark on these coins stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the main mints producing coins for circulation. The 2000 P quarter includes several state designs, like the New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and South Carolina quarters, all showing fine details and distinct imagery. However, not every 2000 P quarter has the characteristics that make it worth millions. So, what makes certain 2000 P quarters so valuable? There are a few unique traits and errors that set them apart, starting with minting errors, which are rare mistakes made during the coin production process. A few types of these errors include double die strikes, where the image appears doubled, or planchet errors, where the metal blank didn't form correctly. But even rarer than errors are the coins that came out in pristine, untouched condition. Coins graded as MS-70 or perfect mint state by professional grading services are virtually flawless, and collectors will pay top dollar for these pristine examples. How can you tell if your 2000 P quarter could be one of these rare finds? First, take a close look at the coin's details with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling on the letters or images, especially around the state design and inscriptions. A strong and clear P Mint mark is also essential. Next, check the coin's condition. If your coin looks brand new without any scratches or marks, it may have a high grade and be worth sending in for professional grading. Some of these 2000 P quarters have already fetched incredible prices at auctions. For example, a high-grade quarter from the year 2000 recently sold for thousands of dollars. And while there's no official record of a 2000 P quarter selling for a full $1 million yet, collectors and coin experts believe that if one surfaces with a perfect grade and rare errors, it could easily reach that amount. If you think your 2000 P quarter is valuable, it's crucial to preserve it properly. Use a protective holder or coin capsule to keep it in mint condition. Avoid touching the coin's surface with your fingers to prevent oils from damaging it. Keeping the coin safe can ensure it holds its value and increases your chances of a high grading if you decide to submit it. So, do you have a 2000 P quarter dollar lying around? Check it carefully. You might be holding onto a hidden fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share this video with friends who might have these valuable coins. We're diving into the fascinating story of one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1965 no-mint mark quarter dollar. What if I told you that some versions of this coin could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars? That's right, it's not just any ordinary quarter. Let's dig into what makes this coin so valuable, and what you should be looking for in your own coin collection. Welcome back to MA Dollar Coins. If you're a coin collector, history lover, or just curious about valuable finds, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our latest videos. Now, let's talk about the 1965 quarter. First, let's set the scene. It's the early 1960s, and the United States Mint is facing a significant problem. Due to the rising price of silver, the cost of producing silver coins like quarters was increasing. So in 1965, they made a major change. They stopped minting quarters with 90% silver content and switched to a copper-nickel blend, making this coin part of the very first generation of quarters not containing silver. So, The 1965 quarter doesn't have any silver in it. But if it's not silver, what makes this coin potentially worth a fortune? Here's the twist. During the transition from silver to copper-nickel, a small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally minted on leftover silver planchets, meaning silver coin blanks. These silver 1965 quarters are known as transitional errors, and they're incredibly rare. Finding one of these coins today is like hitting the jackpot. How do you know if your 1965 quarter is one of these rare silver errors? There are a couple of quick ways to check. First, you can weigh it. A regular 1965 copper-nickel quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter should weigh around 6.25 grams. Another way is the magnet test. Silver isn't magnetic, so if you have a strong magnet, give it a try. But remember, these tests can't always guarantee authenticity. Consulting a professional grader is the best way to confirm. Now, let's talk about the big money. In high-grade condition, these silver-era 1965 quarters have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. And if you were to find one in pristine, mint condition, you could be looking at bids reaching up to $1 million. It's incredible to think that an ordinary-looking coin could be worth so much. But remember, the odds of finding a silver 1965 quarter are slim. These are true rarities. Still, it doesn't hurt to check your pocket change or inherited coin collections. Collectors, these rare coins are out there. They're just waiting to be discovered. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1995 D-Mint Mark Washington quarter. This quarter might look like any other coin, but for collectors, certain rare variations are worth millions. Let's explore what makes these coins so special, the history behind them, and how you can tell if you're holding onto a true treasure. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Fast forward to 1995, and we're looking at a modern version of the iconic design. By the mid-90s, quarters were produced in large numbers. The 1995 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, carrying the distinctive D-Mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like any other quarter, but there's so much more to this story. Approximately 1.2 billion quarters were minted in Denver in 1995. That's a lot of coins. With such a high production, these coins are generally considered common. However, certain rare variations and minting errors can make specific coins extremely valuable. So, what makes some of these quarters worth so much? It all comes down to rare errors and special conditions. Here are the key things collectors look for. Misstrikes are coins with minting errors like off-center strikes or double dies. In the case of the 1995 D quarter, a double die error can increase the coin's value substantially. Double dies happen when the coin's design is stamped more than once, creating a doubled effect on details like letters or numbers. Another factor that can add serious value to a 1995 D quarter is its condition. Coins graded at MS67 or higher by professional grading companies, like pcgs or NGC, are exceptionally rare. Collectors are willing to pay thousands or even millions of dollars for coins in perfect mint state condition. Some quarters from this era exhibit proof-like qualities or unusual features due to accidental minting on experimental metal planchets. These rare varieties often end up in circulation by mistake and are highly prized. In recent auctions, pristine examples of the 1995 D quarter with rare errors have fetched impressive prices. Coins in near-perfect condition, graded MS67 or higher, have been auctioned for thousands, while the rarest error coins have been valued even higher, sometimes climbing towards the $1 million mark. Now, here's how you can check if your 1995 D quarter is worth more than 25 cents. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and examine the coin's details, especially the date and the word Liberty. Look for any unusual doubling or striking anomalies. Also, if the coin's condition looks flawless, consider getting it graded professionally. To most people, the 1995 D quarter is just another coin, but for collectors, it holds the promise of a potential fortune. So, check your quarters closely. You might be one of the lucky few to find a coin that's worth far more than its face value. We're diving into the story of a rare gem that has recently become one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of coin collecting, the 1999p quarter dollar. A humble-looking coin with a hidden story and shocking value. Asterisk, the year 1999 was a groundbreaking year in American numismatics. It marked the launch of the 50-state quarters program, a massive series by the U.S. Mint that celebrated each state with its own unique design. This was the first time the Washington quarter underwent a design change since its inception in 1932. The first 5 quarters in the series, representing Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, were issued with either a P mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia, or a D mint mark, showing they came from Denver. But the Philadelphia P mint mark on some 1999 quarters quickly became the source of serious intrigue among collectors. So, what makes the 1999 P quarter so special, you ask? Well, in recent years, a few error coins from this batch have surfaced, capturing the attention of collectors. Known as error quarters or mule errors, these special coins exhibit misstrikes or unusual die variations that resulted from unexpected issues during minting. One of the most famous errors is the mule die error, where a mismatched die was used to create coins with unexpected features, making each of these 1999p quarters exceptionally rare. These coins are virtually impossible to find in circulation, which adds to their mystery and allure. Now let's talk about what makes these coins worth so much. Because of the rarity and the significant historical value attached to them, some of these error quarters have sold at auction for eye-popping amounts. Collectors have been known to pay hundreds of thousands, even up to millions of dollars, for the most pristine error quarters from the 1999p series. If you're lucky enough to own a 1999p quarter, be sure to inspect it carefully. Look for signs like double striking, die cracks, or anything unusual on the edges. But remember, it's not just any 1999p quarter that holds this incredible value. Only the rarest errors and mint state quarters command these high prices. If you've got a 1999p quarter, take a closer look. You might just have a piece of history in your hand. And who knows? It could be worth far more than 25 cents. We're diving into the fascinating history, unique features, and rare errors that could make your everyday pocket change worth a small fortune. First, let's talk about the origins of the 2020D quarter. Issued by the Denver Mint, this quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, which celebrated the beauty and heritage of American landmarks. In 2020, the U.S. Mint released the final 5 designs of this series, featuring locations like the National Park of American Samoa and the Salt River Bay in the U.S. Virgin Islands. With the COVID-19 pandemic impacting coin production, fewer quarters were minted compared to previous years. This has added a bit of a mystique to the 2020D quarters, making collectors take a second look. What makes the 2020D quarter stand out? The D mint mark itself shows it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of only a few mints in the US. Since every coin in this series highlights a specific place in America, each coin design is unique. This series' designs are intricate and striking, with details that sometimes give rise to minting errors or varieties, the very things that can make coins skyrocket in value. But there's more to it. Now, here's where things get exciting. Due to the high demand for coins during the pandemic, the minting process was sped up, resulting in some interesting and collectible errors. Some 2020D quarters show doubling on the design, off-center strikes, or even retained die cracks. These types of errors make certain coins one-of-a-kind. These rare errors can transform a regular 25-cent coin into a collector's treasure worth thousands, or even millions, to the right buyer. So what are collectors paying for these special quarters? Coins with verified minting errors or unique qualities can sell for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars at auction. Some have even speculated that the most rare and well-preserved 2020D error coins could fetch massive amounts as the market grows. If you're lucky enough to find a 2020D quarter with a rare mint error in mint condition, the potential resale value could be extraordinary. So, how can you find out if your 2020D quarter is valuable? Here are a few quick steps. Look for any noticeable doubling, die cracks, or other unusual marks. Use a magnifying glass if you can. Coins in pristine or uncirculated condition fetch the highest value. So if yours looks fresh, it might be worth a closer look. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, consider sending it to a professional coin grader or auction house for an expert evaluation. Who knew a humble 2020 D quarter could be worth so much? This is a perfect reminder that valuable finds could be hiding in plain sight, even in your spare change. So next time you get a quarter, take a closer look. Make sure to hit like if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and let us know in the comments. Have you come across any rare or unusual quarters? Happy hunting! We're talking about a very unique piece from recent history, the 2001 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. Now, this coin may look like a regular quarter to most people, but did you know that certain features and qualities of this specific coin could make it worth millions of dollars? So stick around, because we're about to reveal what makes this coin so special. The 2001 Washington quarter was minted to continue the long-running series that began in 1932, honoring the 200th birthday of President George Washington. By the time this coin was minted, the design had been well established, but a twist in the tale comes with its unique D Mint mark, denoting it was produced in the Denver Mint. This was part of the popular 50-state quarter series, where each quarter represented one of the 50 states with a special state design on the reverse side. Let's take a closer look at the features that make this coin unique. The D Mint mark, as we mentioned, is located on the right side, below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. The 2001 quarters for each state came with intricate designs, like New York and North Carolina, celebrating each state's history and iconic landmarks. But what really makes certain 2001 D Mint mark quarters extremely valuable is often hidden in the details. Now, you might be wondering, how can a 2001 quarter be worth more than face value? Well, here's the catch. Some 2001 quarters are known to have unique errors that can increase their value tremendously. Look out for misstrikes, double die errors, or even incorrect metal compositions. A slight doubling on Washington's profile or the state design on the reverse can turn a regular coin into something exceptionally rare. Additionally, coins in uncirculated, mint state condition, especially those graded MS 67 or higher, are far more valuable to collectors. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. There have been cases where rare 2001 quarters have fetched jaw-dropping amounts at auction. Factors that could make a 2001 D quarter worth millions include its error type, mint condition, and unique misprints that make it one of a kind. In particular, some collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for pristine or high-grade quarters that come with authenticated error features. Look for minimal wear, bright luster, and strong strike detail. Check for any unusual or doubled features, especially around Washington's face or the reverse design. Look for off-center strikes, or even coins struck on a different metal planchet. If you find anything unusual, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, like the pcgs or NGC. They'll give your coin an official grade and authenticate its features, which is essential if you're looking to sell. So, there you have it. Your everyday pocket change could hold $1 million secret if you've got the right 2001 D Washington quarter with the rare features we discussed today. Make sure to check your quarters closely, especially if you've been holding on to some from around 2001. Who knows? That little D Mint mark could lead to a huge payday. We're diving into the story of a very recent coin that's caught the attention of collectors everywhere. The 2021 D Washington quarter. Could this new quarter be worth a fortune? Stick around to find out. 2021 was a significant year for the U.S. Mint as they continued with the America the Beautiful series, wrapping up over a decade of honoring the nation's most scenic landmarks. But 2021 also marked a transition year to the new quarter series, featuring important historical figures alongside George Washington. And in the Denver Mint, each 2021 D Washington quarter was crafted with precision. The Denver D Mint mark on the quarter signifies its origin, and quarters from this mint often have their own unique characteristics, which can increase their rarity. Now, here's what makes the 2021 D Washington quarter interesting to collectors. Due to the rush in production during the pandemic, some quarters have reported minor but unique errors. These minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Imagine discovering one of these in your spare change. Worth a small fortune. A few key things to look out for include misalignments, unusual mint marks, and off-center strikes. Experts believe that any quarter with a significant flaw could be extremely valuable. How valuable, you ask? Some error coins fetch thousands at auction, and there are rumors of certain varieties of modern coins reaching the $1 million mark if proven to be uniquely rare. $1 million coin might sound too good to be true, but here's the thing. Modern coins with rare errors and limited availability can become highly valuable over time, especially when collectors spot them early. Rare 2021 D quarters with authenticated errors or highly unusual features could hit record-breaking prices in the coming years as more collectors rush to get their hands on them. So, how do you find these potentially valuable quarters? Here are some tips. First, look for any strange marks near the D mint mark. Then, examine the edges. Any slight misalignment or double stamping could indicate an error coin. And lastly, use a magnifying glass to inspect for even the smallest anomalies on Washington's profile. Even the tiniest detail can make all the difference. If you think you've found a rare 2021 D quarter, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service. Graded coins are far more valuable to collectors and can verify that what you have is the real deal. And remember, it only takes one unique coin to turn an ordinary find into an extraordinary payday. Did you know that the 1994 D Washington quarter could be worth more than you think? This ordinary-looking quarter with a tiny D mint mark might just be a hidden treasure waiting to be found. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating history behind this coin, what makes it rare, and why certain versions have skyrocketed in value to reach millions of dollars. Let's start with a bit of background. The 1994 D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, as shown by the D right below the date. This quarter is made mostly of copper and nickel and was released as part of the ongoing Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Now, what could make a seemingly common 1994 D quarter incredibly valuable? Usually, quarters from this year are worth just their face value, 25 cents. But rare error varieties such as double dies, off-centers, and high-grade examples that are almost flawless can make these coins much more valuable. Coins graded at MS 68 or higher by professional grading services like pcgs or NGC have especially caught collectors' eyes, fetching prices far beyond their original worth. One key reason these coins gain value is due to errors made during production. For example, a double die error, where the image or text appears to be duplicated, can make a quarter worth thousands. Off-center errors, which occur when the coin's design isn't correctly aligned, can also add a significant premium. High-grade 1994 D quarters with perfect surfaces and no scratches can reach unbelievable auction prices. For instance, in recent years, some collectors have paid thousands of dollars for a pristine 1994 D quarter graded at MS 68 or above. Imagine holding such a valuable piece of history right in your pocket change. So, what should you look for if you think your 1994 D quarter might be valuable? Start by checking for any unusual marks or errors on the coin. Look for doubling on Washington's face, the text, or the edges. And if you believe your coin has no visible marks or scratches, it might be worth sending it in to be professionally graded. Close-up shots of protective cases, coin cleaning do's and don'ts. If you believe you've found a high-grade or error 1994 D quarter, preservation is key. Avoid cleaning it as this can lower its value. Instead, place it in a protective case to prevent any damage. Taking these precautions can help ensure your quarter's value remains intact over time. Who knew a simple 1994 D Washington quarter could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always keep an eye on your coins. That extra effort might just lead you to a rare find worth thousands or even millions. We're diving into a fascinating coin that has taken the collecting world by storm, the 2016 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. You might be holding one in your pocket right now, but did you know this coin could be worth a fortune? Let's explore why some 2016 P quarters are valued in the millions and what makes them so special. The 2016 quarter was a part of the popular America the Beautiful series, celebrating national parks and historic sites across the United States. 5 unique designs were minted that year, honoring landmarks in Illinois, Kentucky, West Virginia, North Dakota, and South Carolina. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, hence the P Mint mark. With over 300 million produced in Philadelphia alone, these quarters are everywhere, but only a few have something truly unique. Now, you may wonder, what's so special about these 2016 quarters? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Certain 2016 P quarters contain extremely rare minting errors, which are known as varieties. For example, double die errors, where the design appears doubled, or coins struck off-center. These errors create distinct visual differences that collectors are willing to pay big money for. Another factor is condition. Collectors value coins that are in mint state, meaning they've been preserved without scratches or signs of wear. High-grade coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and in exceptional cases, certain varieties can fetch prices well into the millions. Just to give you an idea of how valuable these coins can be, let's look at a recent example. A rare 2016 P quarter with a double die error in top mint condition recently sold for a record-breaking amount, crossing the $1 million mark. These coins can fetch such high prices because they're both rare and in high demand among collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 2016 P quarters? First, check for the P Mint mark on the front, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Then, inspect the coin carefully under magnification. Look for unusual features like doubling on the letters or numbers, or any signs of an off-center strike. Remember, even tiny details can make a massive difference in the coin's value, so it's essential to be thorough. Now, before you rush off to check your quarters, here's a quick tip. If you think you found a valuable variety, consider getting it authenticated by a professional grading service. An official grade and error confirmation can raise your coin's value and help you secure top dollar if you choose to sell it. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 2016 P Mint Mark quarter. Who knew that a small piece of change could be worth millions? If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their hidden fortunes, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.